So that's something different. A plumber installing a ramp post. But let me show you how it's done. Right, so today we got to install two ramp posts, one at the back of the vehicle and one on the front of the vehicle, because my customer decided to get himself a nice shiny new Porsche. And he just wants to make sure that no one comes along and nicks it. You know, like they all nick our tools and our vans. Well, you won't be able to nick this Porsche because it will be well secured with these ramp posts. Now, I have installed a few of these in the past, but much smaller than this. This is going to require, believe it or not, 1.5 meters depth, and then it gets filled with gravel, so it gets a gravel foundation, compact gravel foundation, and then it's filled with gravel again, around about 2 foot or something like that. And it's only the last 400 that actually gets concreted in. But believe you me, this thing ain't going anywhere once it's in the ground. It's a retractable one, so it's not a fold down one. It's actually quite good. It's a stainless steel sleeve. Break the surface approximately 300 millimeters square, which we already marked, and bore hole 150 mil deeper than the bollard. Fill the hole with approximately 150 mil 20 millimeter clear chippings. Do not use gravel. Do not use gravel. Right? So you need 20 millimeter chippings, and I think you got pea gravel, didn't you? Well, we'll have to have a look at that. Warning, do not put concrete around the base of the bollard. Why? Because obviously if you got water going in there, that water's got to soak away. That's why you got 150 mil gravel below that and on the side, so that can act as a soak away, and all the water can soak away and not sit inside this chamber, because this whole chamber is going to be sat in the ground. But enough talking, let's just get started and let's do this, because it's going to be a really hot one today, and I don't want to be digging 3 o'clock this afternoon, because it's supposed to be about 30 degrees in Manchester, which is ridiculous, but nice. Do you know what? I should have known better. Right? I should have not worn these shoes, because obviously I'm gonna get them ruined now. These boots are not meant for outside work, they're actually meant for internal work. But yeah, we're just gonna have to be really careful when we do this. So basically we measure this car and it works out center to center of post 5.5 meters, which should give you a clearance of about 5 meters for the car, and on front and back gives you a clearance of about 200 mil. So you scrotes can't actually come and maneuver it out, so there's no space to be able to maneuver the car out. So 5.5 meters from center of post to center of post. Now let me just say something. The cost of the bollards and installation, just so you know, general knowledge, is about 1,750 quid. Bollards are not cheap, and you got all the material and labor on top of that. So you're looking at in total about 1,750 quid that you will be charged for bollards like this. You can get smaller bollards, but you're going to be saving about 100, maybe 120 pound on a bollard. Yeah, these are the highest standard for residential, really. You wouldn't want to go any higher than this. But yeah, let's stop talking, let's get cracking, let's get this done. Well, I didn't think it was going to be this hard, but this stuff is rock hard, honestly. I just hope it's not too deep, but we'll soon find out, won't we? I'm roasting. We had to park the van right next to this hole, so we got a bit of shade, because honestly, it's like I'm back in Africa. I'm just waiting for the giraffes and rhinos to come past me, because you know what, we got the bloody heat, don't we? It's absolutely terrible, right? We've achieved it. We got one done and we got another one done, but look at the depth of this. And you know what, we're so lucky because we just missed a gas pipe. Have a look down there. If we needed to go any deeper than that, we'd be shafted, because absolutely no way. We were actually thinking of using an auger to drill this out, and had we done that, with 10 to 1, we would have hit that gas pipe, and then we would have been in there shit. So it's a good job we didn't use one, and it's a good job we done this by hand. But yeah, it's over and done with. Now we're gonna pack a bit of gravel at the bottom, 150 mil gravel. He did go out, he got 20 mil gravel. That's what we needed instead of the pea gravel. So we're gonna get that in there, compacted nicely, and then put the bollard in. And then luckily that gas pipe is deep enough that it's gonna be surrounded by gravel and not concrete, because only the top 400 mil gets concrete, so that's a good thing. But yeah, this ain't going anywhere, is it? Right, let's get stuck in, let's get some gravel there, and then it will be time for lunch. I ain't starting another hole before I have lunch, because I'm absolutely knackered. But then we got to change an outside tap. That's gonna be fun. I'm gonna cool myself down. I'm not even gonna isolate the tap. I'm gonna just snitch it. I'm gonna do it live, so I can get absolutely soaked, because I deserve it in weather like this. But yeah, let me cool myself down a little bit more before I start that gravel. Right, so we've got it in. We got it as level as possible. So that's pretty level there, and that's level there. And that's quite crucial to get it nice and level, to be honest with you. Very crucial to get it level, otherwise your post, when it comes out the ground, it's just gonna look hideous. So unfortunately, the concrete is sort of going down all sorts of way, but we'll sort of ramp it up to those edges there and just work it. But for now, the skip has arrived, so I've got to move the van, and we're gonna have something to eat. I'll show you what I'll be eating. I'll show you the amount of food he's got us today, because of all the hard work we're doing. Right, look at this, right? We are going to feast, but I just don't know why he got so much. But he got us a lot of food.
Because you're working hard.
Yeah, well, knowing him, what he'll do at the end of the job, he'll go, all right, we're going to have to take the price of the food into account when it comes to paying you. You know what I mean?
I won't. No, you enjoy it. You earned it, mate.
Right, so the first one is in place, and all we got to do is put the post mix in. Just need to make sure that it's completely level. And that is nice and level. So we're just gonna get the post mix in, and then this one is done. The reason why we're doing the post mix now is because we're not sure if we're gonna have enough, and if we do it now, we can calculate how much post mix we need, because we are gonna need more gravel for the other one, and then it won't be the end of the day. So at least you can go out now, get the post mix, and then we got everything that we need. That's why we're going to do it now. We want to be careful because we don't want to get anything on there. So that's 3. This ain't going anywhere. And that's 4. So we're going to wet that down, and the 5th one is going to go to reinstate that, hopefully. And that's it. So we need a bit of water, and that post mix should go off quite quickly. Normally the ground is really saturated. The post mix sucks all the water out of the ground, but obviously the last couple of days has been really dry, so it needs quite a bit of water. And it's starting to puddle up, which is a good indication that it's getting quite a lot of water, and then that will slowly soak through. Yeah, I think we're going to need 6 bags because that's going down quite a lot. Alright, I think I'm just going to pour that one in as well. What do you think, Stan? Because the drive is sloping down, we're going to have to reinstate that. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually slope this down to the drive, and this one is level with the drive, so then it will be fine. But yeah, that's it. That's that one done. I like the construction of it because obviously nothing gets in there. All the water sort of comes around that, which is quite cool. But yeah, let's see how we get on with the next one, because that's going to be digging again, and I'm knackered already from digging. But we better start because they're coming to pick the skip up at upper 3, and we got to have it filled. So we got to dig that other one up, fill the skip so they can take it away. There you go. Let's get stuck in. So Stan is doing a bit of digging because I'm absolutely shattered. But that's just clay. You know what? And clay is probably one of the hardest things to dig. It's like sucks to everything, sticks to everything. And when you're trying to get it out of the ground, it's just crazy. We found the other side of the gas pipe. It looked like a little nick on it, but we made sure we just like, it wasn't our nick because it's all black and you can see it's old, but we just use Allen's leak solution just to make sure that it's fine. And it is. But this stuff, if you're doing groundwork, always carry this stuff with you. I mean, it's really good, just in case. You never know. You just never know. And covering stuff up that is not good is something you should never be doing. Hello, mate! How's it going down there? I dug so deep I'm in Australia, tell you that much now. Flipping heck, how am I going to get that soil out? We've been struggling. Have you seen what I've done to my shovel, right? We had to bend it like that in order to be able to stick it down there and sort of scoop out the dirt. And then that one, we cut it down, right? Because we didn't have one of those shovels, so we just cut it down like that to make it work. And it works, so there you go. You know what I'm like. I'm always like that. Always making a plan, aren't I? But yeah, let's try and get the last bit of this out because I think we nearly reached this depth. But we have been saying that for about half an hour now. Right. Ah! Like the German says, one step at a time, bit by bit. Right, so look at that. 1100. We've achieved it. Our Aussie friend is down there looking at me. So yeah, that's it. That is it. That's all we need. So now we can sort out the gravel. Right? Just take this last bit out. I don't know. I don't know if I should bury a ball out here or if I should bury Stan in it. That's it. Gravel time. So we need 20 mil gravel. We'll take that bag up there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
that would be good. That would be good. Oh, I'm knackered. I am knackered. So, we need around about 150 mil of gravel on the bottom. That's about 50 mil. It's about 100 mil. Let's see, maybe. Right. Hello? Is anybody out there? Right, now we need the bollard, and I ain't fetching it. Stunk can do that, because I'm too old to carry shit like that. Let's see how well I gauge this. I'm 20 mil out. I'm 20 mil out. So, a few more pebbles. And then what we'll do, we'll just wiggle it. Man, I'm knackered. Do you know what I mean? We'll throw the whole bag in for good measure, eh? Right, so shall we turn around so that is there and you open it? No, we won't do that, because when the car parks, you don't want to be struggling doing that. So basically you open it that way, right, and you pull it out, because then you got access from the back. Yeah, so we'll keep it like that. Sounds like a plan. Right, so doesn't look too bad, but we'll put the level on it and we'll see what goes on. Right, so we do want it slightly higher than the concrete, because we don't want the water actually to come in here when it slopes down. So we want that to be ramped up a bit, but I think it's a bit too high. Right, so what we'll do, wiggle it a little bit, and that doesn't look too bad actually. Right, if we get the hammer on it, see what we got is that ramp's there, so we want to be above that, so that's more or less right. So we'll level that when we put some more gravel in, but yeah, that's more or less right. Where's the Stanley knife? And that's level. Well, we've got 2 more bags of gravel to put in. And then the post mix. I was trying to be so careful, and now I got stuff all over it. Right, I got stuff all over it. Can you believe it? Right, so I'm gonna have to take all that out, because obviously it can't stay in there. And how are we gonna take that out now? How are we gonna do that? I got an idea. We've actually got 2 tools in our arsenal, so we're gonna try this one first. We're gonna try and blast it out. That's mostly gone now. Nice, really nice. But I just need a little stick or something like that, because there's a little bit there right in the corner that needs to come out. Just in that little corner there, that's all. And we blast that. That's cool. Done. Now that's level, and that is level. Listen, I'm gonna hit you. Stop going out of level. I didn't struggle with the other one this much, you know that. Yep, that's level. So we've got the last bit of gravel now to go in. That's it. Second one done. And I'm happy, to be honest with you, because that was a nightmare. Now we need the water, because now we're going to put in post mix. And then what we're going to do is water this one a bit and then put some more in. Just use my hands, better. And then we can put another bag in. Boys and girls, if you play with concrete or post mix, don't use your hands like this. I'm only doing it because I'm stupid. See, I was sucking it up nicely, doing it nicely, right? And then I'm gonna let that sit a bit, and then we'll finish it off those edges nicely. Taper everything down. My customers look at me like I'm blooming crazy. Right, so we will have to reinstate this nicely. Obviously, we're not going to leave it like this. We're going to clean everything up first. And then, that's burning me. That's burning. Ow, 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 ow. Cracking, cracking, cracking. So, this is the final bit. And then we're done. Right, so we're just going to try and match it to what's here. We don't want it ultra smooth, because then it doesn't match the rest of the drive. So basically, we just want it like that. And the reason why it's in mounts is because this is going down at angle, and obviously we just want to transition nice into it, because we don't want to put this too low, because if it's too low, then the water will gather and go in there, and we don't want that. We just want it transitioning nice to that. And like they say, as long as the customer's happy, I don't care.
I'm not happy.
I don't care. Because I know he's joking.
I'm very happy.
Right.
Cracking work.
So, that just needs a bit of a jet wash. And then you can go and have a look at the top one, because that's all nice and done already and clean. And you can Leave me a comment down below and tell me how it looks like. I'm sure you're gonna tell me anyway. So go on, toddle off. Go and have a look at that one there. Right, and that's it. I've had enough. It's been a really hot day. The digging was crap, but the bollards are in. Now the proof is in the pudding. Will the car fit? And will the customer be able to pull these up with ease? So that's the next thing we're going to do. We're going to get him to drive the car in and just get him to test the bollards and see if he's happy with it. And then it's time to go home. Right, so proof is in the pudding. Let's have a look if it's going to work. I mean, I'm sure I kept the distance enough for his car. So let's see. I'm sort of going to help him back up, really. But he's got cameras and everything. He should be able to see where he is. So, but yeah, I think he needs to stop now. Yeah, stop! Forward a bit. Yep. It doesn't look like we've got enough space, but we do. We do. Right, so now you can come and have a look at how these bollards are actually lifted. We'll show you. So you can try them. Try and lift this one and put it in place. So basically, lift that up and then we just turn it, twist it, lift it, twist it, and lock it off. How's that? So that car ain't getting out of there. So the back one we do the same. So it does come with spare keys, but yeah, we'll make sure that they out of here soon. Twist. I should have really taken the keys off. Lift, twist, down, and lock off. And that's it. So it can't go back and it can't go forward. So it's pretty pointless if someone tries and steals this car, to be honest with you. Unless they decide to smash it all up, which, yeah, okay. But there you go, another job done. I'm happy, customer's happy, and that's what counts.